I don't know if anybody has any questions. If you do, now's the time to do it, because I'm going to close down the shop. Okay. No question. Oh, there we have one. This will be the only question, and then I will close. Then I'll say a couple words and we'll close it.
So, thank you everyone for all of your insights. I thought they were all very good, and some nice selling of your fish, so to speak. So that was good. I always like to see that. But I think one key question I have for Mei-Hsin, if I pronounced that correctly, your system, is that something you're using commercially? Is it something that's a research project in a university? What is it? I've used actually the patent cloud and thought it was very good. I didn't know that is IPWE still working. I thought it had gone bust, but maybe it is still working as a tool. So I'm certainly interested to hear more about that. So, is it a service? Is it just a research project? And again, probably for the rest of the, I think that's all I'm going to ask you.
For the IPV system, it's a commercial platform, and it's free of charge for you to use that. But of course, the platform they will charge 10% service charge if you have any business done by the platform. But certainly, it's much cheaper than the existing system using human to do all the licensing, monetization, everything. So if you just you can search from the IPV.
You use IPV?
Yeah, you use IPV. Payment Cloud, of course, is a commercial tool, but for this machine learning, it's a service and also research project we just published last year. So if any companies they need this service, we can do that because we are academics. So the charge is minimum. Just it's not for business-wise, but it's a service because we take the university. We need to provide social services.
Yeah, it was more of that validity piece. So I was quite interested in.
Good, thank you. Let me close down because I know everything's behind today, but that's okay. So I'm going to take a few sentences, and just talk about the future, and I'll ask one last question of everybody. But I do think, and it was touched on in some others, I think quantum computing is not ready yet, but quantum computing I think is going to change encryption. Earlier, it's going to change the patenting. It's going to change considerably what is patented. Your technical effect. What's that going to be like in the quantum computing world? Who knows? So I think there's some issues. So I just wanted the last thing, very, very brief. Everyone gets 10 seconds. Where's the future of patenting and IP in your various jurisdictions?
The future is great as long as everyone comes into common consensus, and I think there's enough discussions around this. Now is the time that you come into a common consensus, at least you start. You might make a mistake, but then you start so that you have a progress forward.
Taiwan and China certainly plays important roles on IP, but we always try to catch up with the European and American manners, try to harmonize with international treaties. So our trend for the legislation or policy is quite similar to, we basically follow the global trends. For blockchain and AIs, currently for China, they follow the software manners for protect by copyright. For Taiwan, if any software or technique issues, they can affiliate or attach to a physical device, they could be patented. That's our current situation.
Thank you. I'm very optimistic regarding Europe patenting in these technologies. We will have to have intense discussions, and we are having them, and they are brilliant people and involved in that, and it will move forward. And I'm certainly sure that Europe will address these issues, and that we will machine learning, as you name it. Of course, that's a correct term, or artificial intelligence, which is the more popular term right now. So, good future for the European Union.
I'm generally optimistic. I think we have to figure out how to work around it, but the work around it is I've been able to get all my 101 problems resolved and the patents issued. So I feel that I see a lot of technology coming, but I just see quantum computing and presenting new issues and new technologies.
Yes, I think I'm going to re-echo what everyone said. And if you think about it, every revolution in the world happens and then law and regulation follows. Even the driving of cars, the simple issue of negligence, faults, all these things will happen. It's just for us to recognize what the challenges and the opportunities are, and then we proceed accordingly. So I'm very optimistic about the future.
I want to thank the panel very, very much for putting up with the beginning, which was a little bit tough. I also want to thank the audience, the distinguished audience that has held through and actually, I think, might have learned some things. And the lucky ones, the ones outside the door are the unlucky ones. So thank you very much. Thank you to the organizers of this conference. And we are concluding. Thank you.